G'day, this is Simon and James, and what's this stuff coming down from the sky, James?
Rain. It's a little weird given that we're in California.
It is a bit strange. You know, the interesting thing was we got here this morning, we set up all the merch, and we thought, no point, it's going to be quiet, everything's going to get wet, so we just packed all the merchandise away, and then what happened?
Booming.
Booming. Absolutely. In fact, let's do a swing around. The show is massive. We've just about filled up the exotics row, just about every exotic you can think of. So anything that you've seen is your favourite?
Probably the Renault in the front row, honestly. That honestly has to be my favourite.
Yeah, I agree with you. Andy's Renault, and Andy's, of course, the guy that bought the Spiker here a couple of weeks ago, if you guys saw that. So let's go for a walk. Well, the rain stopped now, which is good. Let's go for a walk and check it all out. So as you saw, we've got Ferraris and we've got McLaren 720Ss, and in this rain, and then this little guy here, this little Renault, great little car, of course, mid-engine car, engine's back under the cover. This is what James was saying was his favourite car to have here, and why not? Perfect for this sort of weather, of course, because these things were built as little rally cars, but great to see. Andy, as I said, was the guy that owns this, brought it out. Really great to see. We've got the guys from Polestar here, of course. Polestar sponsors of South OC Cars and Coffee. These are the Polestar 2s. If you haven't watched our review video we did a few months ago, check them out. They're a really great electric vehicle. They've got the Polestar 1 as well, which is that really nice coupe, carbon fibre. That's actually a hybrid, but as I said, these are full electric, and I really enjoy driving them. You can tell that Polestar's got that heritage in motorsport because they just drive more like a sports car than a typical electric car. Another sponsor of the show, of course, is Share. Think of these guys as Airbnb for luxury and performance and exotic motor vehicles. So let's say you want to build up a stable of really nice cars and you got to figure out a way of paying for them. Share's a really good way of doing that. It allows you to let others to share your vehicle, as the name would suggest, and get your payments made by other people. So rather than having one exotic car or one luxury car, you could be in a position to buy yourself, I don't know, something like a beautiful Bentley or a Rolls Royce or a G-Wagon. So great company. Download their app to learn more, the Share app. It's the best way of understanding what these guys do. So really great company. Great to have these guys on board as one of our sponsors of South OC Cars and Coffee. I have seen at the show before, sitting amongst the crowd. Look at that. Bonneville Speedweek sticker on the back window as well. Isn't that great? Big old station wagon. Look at this massive 1959 Ford Skyliner sitting here. It's actually for sale. Couple sitting here. Look at this hardtop roof that would retract back into the trunk. Isn't it amazing? So much work would go into that. just incredible to think that engineering, because you look at the new Porsche Targa, the same sort of stuff going on, but back then in 59 to get all this stuff to work, they didn't have computers and stuff to do alignment and make sure there was timing and everything. This was all mechanical. What a great old 1958 Impala sitting here. Look at the colour scheme on it. This very light green, same with matching green interior. 58 with kind of the 58 and 59, the last of the big wing cars. This with the 3 tail lights across the back, because 59 they went to those teardrop tail lights, so everything kind of changed. But those 3 tail lights across the back became that signature look of Impalas right through the 60s. 66 they went to a straight tail light, and the public didn't want it, so they went back to those 3 tail lights, as we can see, even right back, going back to this 58. So what a great old car. I love the vent they used to put in the back of these things as well. It's interesting, isn't it? Nice design cue. So this is something we don't see every week at Cars and Coffee, a hearse. Tell us the story about the hearse.
It came from Saddleback Mortuary in Tustin.
You right?
It's a 96. It was used from 96 to 2020. They got a brand new 2020 hearse and tires and stuff. His name's Casper.
Right.
My baby, my daily driver.
That is awesome. I guess the good thing about a hearse is you know that it's been well broken in. You know that a lot of the miles were driven really slowly.
Hard to find parking spaces though.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Dead certain, as they would say. Well, thanks for bringing it out. That is it for another week of South OC Cars and Coffee. Big thank you to all our sponsors. You want to say who they are this week, James?
Yeah, the sponsors Maguire's, Polestar, Share, Next Level Detailing, and also Next Level Mobile Detailing, Teen Road to Safety, Classic Industries, and of course Pacific Air Cord. And also a huge shout out to the outlets as well for letting us put this on each and every week. Huge shout out to the volunteers, to Rockwell's, and then also to Ruby's as well for providing coffee and donuts each and every morning. I've been watching the videos, can you tell?
Yeah, look at that, you know what to say. Hey, and of course, if you would like to become a volunteer, and we would love you to become a volunteer, just simply send us a message to Sarah at southoccarsandcoffee.com, or drop us a message via Facebook or DM us through Instagram, or just go and see Sarah at the merch table. Good thing about becoming a volunteer is you get to come in early and get a prime spot for your pride and joy. And Ruby's also hooked you up with a coffee and a donut, which is really great from those guys. We really appreciate it. Interesting week, still raining, still a good turnout. It was surprising to see the number of exotics that we had here today. It was just people bringing this stuff out in the rain, which is great to see. Have a great week. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee. Catch you later.